Oh no. Hey y'all. Look, of course, of course. Hold on, let me figure something out. Hold on, y'all. Hey y'all. Happy full moon in Taurus. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Look, here go the internet, child. It's been raining. Let me go live. Good evening, y'all. Divinely Grateful Risings. What's happening? What's happening, good people? Hey, y'all. Hello, Sylvia. Child, look, now I'm going to have to, I wasn't planning on recording this, but I don't know what's going on with my computer. Weird. Hold on, y'all. Hello, man, look, let me tell you. Oh, my gosh, y'all, I got to do a whole restart on my computer. And I just got done doing this. And y'all know I'll be like, forget it. Okay, I'm going to do right. I'm going to do right. I'm going to do right. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, let me restart. Oh, that's right. Update and restart. Good evening, good people. Happy full moon in Taurus, full moon eclipse. Hello, dearest ones. Hello, Sylvia. Hey, Simply. Hey, Khadijah. Hey, Make Money. What's happening? Hello, Honey Bee. How are y'all doing? Emotions been all over the place. Oh, I'm sorry, Honey Bunny. Hello, my K Spark. Shout out to you moderating for me. Thank you so much. Hello, Amber. Oh, the rap class is on 12/12/2022 at 6 p.m. 12/12/2022 is when I'm doing the It's a Rap head rap class. Okay, so make sure y'all tap in with me for that. It's going to be on Facebook Live and it's also going to be on Zoom. Okay, so you can go ahead and reserve your seat if you would like, but it's going to be on Facebook Live and it's going to be on Zoom. How are y'all doing? Thank you for the follows, y'all. Y'all, I got to show y'all something. If you follow me on my other platforms, or even on here, you might have already seen this. Child, look. I'm not going to play. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Pisces in the building. Thank you, Shayna Star, for the follow. Hi, Preston. Hi, True. True QT. How are y'all feeling? Y'all, hold on. Let me show y'all. I'll be right back. Look, Shadow probably get mad. You want to come show her to the people now? Okay. Hold on, y'all. My daughter gonna do it, so she'll be in here in a second so y'all can see. All right. Thank y'all for tapping the screen, sharing the live, sharing the love. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good people. I hope y'all are doing well. Y'all, it has been raining all day today. The whole day. Y'all know what? Remember I told y'all I had ordered some lighters because I ain't have a one lighter. Guess what? I ain't got no lighter. Because my lighters have not come from Amazon yet. Let me see if I can get this sage lit. Hold on, y'all.
Where is Shadow?
I don't know, child. You holding her, so it don't matter. Y'all, look. Hold on. Look, you just showed him on there. Well, they can't see you right there, chunk. Look, y'all. Look at the new honey. Look at the new honey one, y'all. We got a new honey one. Now, the old honey one, him and his feelings a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Feelings are understatement.
Him is in him feelings a little bit. He's still talking to me, but he not talking to Trump.
No.
Very good. Oh, she the win. I'm coming, y'all. I got the look. Don't be judging me. I don't have a lighter now. Okay. Well, excuse me, little honey one. Child, let me get right here. Let me sage real quick.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on, little.
Well, she going for the laptop.
Hold on, little baby.
She going for
It's
the
a girl. And we don't know yet. Y'all supposed to be helping us name her. Her name is either going to be Coco, Raja, Cloudy, or Stormy. So vote. Whoever, we don't know yet. Of course, with the sage, setting the intention. Well, hey, little pwetches. To cleanse, remove, protect, and purify our space, our energy, the cards, our auras, our auric fields of any and all negativity, negative energy, low vibrational energy, sin intentionally or unintentionally from those known and unknown, including ourselves. And so it is. Okay? Look, Raja, Persephone. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, well, I was just saying. Well, child, she like it up. Well, hi, little wetchy wetches. So, yes, y'all, we have a new addition to the family. And she like it on the desk. Child, Shadow been showing out. Okay? Child, I'm feeling, I ain't feel like going in there to go light it on the stove. Well, hey, little honey. So, anyway, what else y'all been doing today? Y'all, it's been... Chunk, get the baby, because she gonna want to sit on the... Look, they love to hang out with me. Raja, look, they said Raja... And she like it up here, apparently. And Shadow then probably turned off the microphone. He did. As per usual. Look, she up here reading tarot cards and things already. She ain't like Shadow. Excuse me, little precious. Well, anyway, y'all. So it's been raining all day. We finna get this full moon and Taurus eclipse reading done, okay, because it's time. We're gonna do abundance, y'all. We're gonna do abundance, and I'm gonna try to record it, but today this don't want to cooperate. Let me see. Nope. I don't know, and y'all know I'll be done with it. Anyway, I'm back. Okay, let's see. All right. Hey, Val. Sleeping? I ain't gonna lie. I was just laying across the bed and looked at the time and said I had to get up so I could do this reading for y'all. So we gonna tap in, y'all, with spirit guides, ancestors, angels, ascended masters, of the highest and purest light vibration and energy. Child, look, I don't have time to be trying to figure this out still because it's getting on my nervous system. And yeah, hold on, y'all. I'm back. Look, it's either live or it's not. So hopefully I'll be able to download the recording of this. We're going to get started because that's it. All right. T Brown is working. Hey, T Brown. That accident with a semi. Oh, no. I'm sorry, honey. Wunny. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for the follow, Ernestine. Greetings received in return, Royal. Hey, Shar. Hey, Authentic Mystic Neil. Let's tap in, y'all, with spirit guides, ancestors, angels, ascended masters of the highest and purest light vibration and energy, and see what's going. You know, they said that in meditation today. They were talking about relationships. So I'm setting the intention for this reading, y'all. We're going to see what this full moon in Taurus eclipse wants to reveal to us. What we need to know. Maybe some things we need to release with this full moon. And so, child, look, we got things to do. This is about abundance. Taurus energy is second house energy, money, possessions, what you value, beauty as well, ruled by Venus. So we finna see any blocks to abundance. What do we need to release, Lord? Do you ever use the Barnum effect to bring energy to your readings? Never heard of it. Hey, spiritually, Sarah. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. Child, look, it has been a day. The energy's been a little crazy. I was getting a let me just say this. It may be some things that are exposed, some things that you didn't know about that you're gonna be finding out about. Thank you, honey bunny. The rizzle about people. Okay, y'all, tap the screen, share the live, share the love. I just want to hibernate. Child, me too. Me too. That's what I felt like. And I was like, man, let me get up. Because it would have been a wrap, child. We getting, you know, San Diego don't get but about 5 days of rain a year. Okay? So, this is... Child Shadow still hissing at the baby. He's still gonna hiss at him. Anyway, trying to introduce a baby cat to the bigger cat. I don't know who Shadow think he is. Trying like he running somebody.
Hey, you better stop.
Anyway, all right, y'all, here we go. Because the child's sleep was upon us. Sleep was upon us. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What is the energy, spirit? What do we need to know for this full moon in Taurus lunar eclipse? Let's talk money. Remove all blocks and obstacles. I will say this, y'all. I feel like this, just like with any eclipse, this is like blank slate energy. And what they just said as well is go towards the things that you don't feel like doing. Okay? Child, he think he running something. He ain't running nothing in here. Go towards the things that you like. It's almost like an energy for me that, because, okay, take this how it resonate. Yes, hard reset, but it's like the stuff that you know you are like you know you want to do, you know you want to, like, let's say I'm use me for example. I know I have to get up and read cards, but then it'll be just when I'm reading, I know I got to get up and do a reading that it's like, no, go to sleep. No, the enemy trying to get you to go to sleep. Don't worry about doing that reading. Go do it an hour later. It ain't no big deal. No, get up and do it right now. So if it's something that you know you're supposed to do that you've been putting off, I will tell you, don't let this energy, this moon deter you, okay? Because I'm my own get thee behind me. I got things to do. Especially when you know if it's something that's aligned with your purpose, y'all. Something that's aligned with what you are meant to be here to do. Your assignment. Okay? Your assignment. Understand your assignment. Okay? So, just telling y'all. Let me see. I'm going to try this one more time. Because I really want to record this reading. Child, just leave it. Don't be trying to tell him he ain't going to listen to you. So, the things that are in alignment with your assignment, make sure you're getting up and doing those things, okay? Importante. Look, it's still not. So, hey, Jenny. Turned it into a wash day, child. Look, the whole outside been washed today. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go. Overall energy, we're going to get a few cards out here, y'all. I'm using both of them Moonology decks today because I do have both of those. This is the new one, so we're going to start off with some abundance. What's crazy is I actually pulled the full moon in Taurus card today. This says, last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather is the first thing that we have coming out. I hope is that reading right for y'all? Y'all make sure you let me know. Take a breather, right? Look, now I will say this. This full moon, this eclipse is definitely teaching me when I'm tired, oh, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down. Now, does that mean but it's the thing, like what I'm having to realize is you can still nap, you can still rest and still be productive. Does that make sense? So if you need to, like before this reading, and because I had just got done doing a reading right before this, I took a nap. I laid across the bed for like 45 minutes in order to get replenish myself. I'm good to go now. And of course, once I start tapping in and channeling y'all, I get extra energy because the energy is coming from spirit. So some of you may benefit from that. So listen to yourself in this eclipse season with this moon. And if you feel like you need to lay down, take a nap or take a break even, right? Don't overexert. Don't push yourself. Make sure you're taking your rest periods, but you just need to make sure that you're disciplined as well so that you are still productive. Does that make sense? Okay, so, hey, yay, yeah, welcome. Molly, you can book a personal reading on my website, touchegermain.com, okay? So make sure when you need to take a break, take a breather. I think that card came out the other day. I'm not sure. But anyway, so make sure it's like being disciplined enough to say, okay, listen to your body. Okay, body say, I'm tired. Okay, take a break. But still make sure that you don't put off what is necessary, what you know you need to do. Okay, let's see what else. Here we go. Thank you, Bliss Pleasant, for subscribing. Heart you. Here we go. Y'all, you are not, come on, Spirit. Y'all can't even make it up with the number 88 up there. Full moon in Taurus. Look, thank y'all. Receive that. So this is the card for today. This is the full moon in Taurus reading. Okay, so a lot of us are being called to detoxify. We're being called to detoxify. Let go of what is no longer serving us, y'all. This could be people. It could be addictions. It could be old patterns. It could be laziness. Okay, some of us need to do a detox. Y'all, I actually been detoxing for about, I really don't even know. No smoking, no drinking, no nothing. And let me tell you about the clarity, the clarity that comes when you're truly able to clear your mind, body, and spirit, and then just tap in and listen, y'all. This is it. Come on, Spirit. Look, they knew something. Come on. They wanted us. Hey, Leah Pooski. So make sure again, we come back to detoxifying and taking a breather. Some of y'all might need to detox from there's definitely something you need to be looking at around you. Whatever it is, we'll see what comes up in the cards. It could be people. It's something that we are holding on to that could potentially be a block to our abundance, and we ain't got time, child. So what are we releasing? What are we detoxifying from? If you've been overindulging, let's say it's your birthday season, right? If you've been overindulging, doing too much, drinking, smoking, partying, whatever, it's time to get back on track. How can you detox? How can you detox? Hello, Miss Cherise. Thank you, honey Wunny, for the roses. All right, one more they said. Let's go. Taking a breath. Some of y'all might need to take a breath from I don't know, you working too much, working too hard. Here we go. We have new moon in Gemini. Think it through, okay? So no rash decisions this week or with this eclipse. I feel like, oh, look, y'all, in bottom of the deck is, know you are loved. I feel like where this take a breather, this detoxify, all of it is causing us to slow down. I feel like Spirit been making us slow down anyway. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I know for me, okay, they just said like physical injuries, like they almost like they're putting things directly in your path so that you can't like circumvent, you can't navigate, you have to slow down. I'll give y'all an example. Y'all know I go to the gym every morning, but let me tell you something. This right knee, oh, she raggedy. She a little raggedy. She been raggedy since I was out there paintballing with the little children for my son's birthday, right? So it was almost like I even had to not go to the gym for a couple of days because Spirit was like, set your ass down. It was like I wasn't listening. Okay, so but we're not calling in any physical injuries, but understand that when you're tired, understand that when you need to get on pause on purpose, okay, Spirit will sit you down and be like, I said, be still. Okay, so just know. Child, look. And so it may not be something physical, but a lot of times, y'all, it manifests when we need to take a break and we're not listening to our bodies. It will manifest as an illness. You can get sick. You can get a cold. You can do like me where my whole knee was swollen. Okay, so when we slow down, if we don't slow down, sometimes things will come into our path that will slow us down. So just be mindful, okay? Rest when you need to rest. Even if it's like, I don't care what it's from, whether it's spirituality, whether you're doing too much physical activity, where you're hanging around too many people, whatever it is, y'all, we got to know when we got to rest, okay? All right. Hey, Shay J. I woke up sore today and New Spirit was telling me to sit down. Child. Well, he'll be all right. So, well, leave him alone then. All right, here we go. What else do we have? So, yeah, y'all. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. All right, what's next? Spirit. Telling you, man, look, I be hard-headed though. They be You know what? I was just finna say, they be on my neck, but I still, hey, ma, love you, the sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. So we definitely have some happiness that is coming in. I feel like the spotlight is kind of being shown. The sun is coming through. It's happiness, joy, positivity, all that good stuff. But I feel like this is also like it's what is trying to be like spotlighted and shown to us. We gonna see what else. And of course, y'all, dedication and perseverance, as we just got done talking about. Wait a minute, just got done talking about like making sure that you're disciplined and doing the things that you know you're supposed to do, okay? This is not a time to be giving up. I know you tired. We tired, right? Because some of us, it seems like we've just been going and going and going, and it's almost like waiting to see the fruits of our labor is what they're showing me. Hey, honey bunny. But it's like, this is not the time to be quitting, and I think that our perseverance is really being tested. I think that for a lot of us, like your will to succeed, they just said, is being tested as well. So pay attention to that. Like, because I'm telling you, it's almost like this energy is really heavy that'll try to keep you from not doing. Oh, we talked about that. Well, thank y'all. Not doing the things that you know you're supposed to do. Okay. Let's see what else we got. One more. All right. And then we have, all right, now we getting into people. Okay, y'all. So we have the wolf that is coming in. Beware who you trust. So this full moon eclipse in Taurus is cutting out all of that. These secretive, sneaky people that thank you, Nelly, for subscribing, honey. These people, because now we're talking about people. Okay, we got this detoxify, and this is actually giving me devil energy, y'all. It did. That's the second time. So it's like we may be cutting out them sly wolves, sneaky dogs. Just saying. We know who ain't no good for us. Beware who you trust. I keep telling y'all, this is not a time to be telling everybody what you got going on, what you're doing. Oh, look, bottom of the deck. Good fortune and friendship. We love it. We love it. What else we gonna get? We gonna use these for the final words of guidance, I reckon. So, all right. Tarot, let's go. Woof, woof. Some of you have like an exceptional talent. I almost feel like, what is that called? What is an earmark? I don't know what like scouted someone. I don't know what is an earmark? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. Yes, this is for all signs. This is the full moon in Taurus Clarity Collective. And I'm not doing sign by sign, y'all. I'm going to do this just as the energy for the read for everyone. Because tomorrow we're doing the collective. So make sure you tap in for that. Okay? Because tomorrow is the midweek clarity check-in. So y'all make sure we'll do that at 6 o'clock. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. What is the, wait, how we showing up this week? Let's see. Overall, what's the heart of the matter? What do we need to know for this full moon in Taurus spirit? I think I'm going to clarify with the abundance deck. Here we go. Hey, ex la luna. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Heart of the matter. I think I'm going to do a full Celtic cross. Here we go, y'all. Justice. Okay, getting what you deserve. Told y'all we had like blank slate energy. Okay, so the justice card is coming in saying just that. There's karmic balancing and reckoning that is happening. Things are starting to turn around. If you've been at the back, you're coming to the front. If you've been at the bottom, you're going to the top. Okay, so this full moon, it's also the fairness, right? You being fair with yourself and others. This is justice, karma, consequences, accountability. Cause and effect, okay? Truth, honesty, and integrity. I don't know if I said that earlier, but everybody needs to make sure, you need to make sure that you are coming from a place of integrity, truth, be real. Oh, I said that. Be rizzle, right? Be real, be authentic, and show up as who you're supposed to be. What's influencing this justice card? What we need to know about being fair, about some karma that's coming in. Here we go. Come on, spirit. Look, y'all, the money is showing up, and we love to see it. We love to see it with an Ace of Pentacles, okay? So seeds being planted, y'all, Today is the full moon eclipse blank slate energy. So this is the opportunity to create anything that you want to create for yourself, right? The tides are turning for you. It's like happiness, new opportunities coming in, planting a seed for a better tomorrow. Okay, new opportunities, abundance, period. Prosperity, manifestation. Oh, y'all know I love to manifest wealth and fertility, security. So what's happening is some of you may have an improvement in your finances. Remember, you maybe have been dealing with like financial difficulties, and this is the time for you to create balance and stability in your finances. Okay, also job opportunities coming through. So some of you may be completely taking a job pivot, doing a complete 360. Look, soon as I said job, Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So whatever you're working on, you may be making a complete change. Okay, complete change. What is the reason for this reading? Let's go. What's in the deep past? Some of you may be receiving an offer. For some of you, I feel like it's almost, they're showing me some of you, maybe you were not being paid as much as people in the same, like, I guess, field as you, area as you. So you may actually be receiving an increase because it's deserved to you. I mean, like, you deserve it. Okay. So that's like, and others of you may be able to negotiate and ask for exactly what it is that you need. If you're dealing with any court issues, then of course this Ace of Pentacles with this is definitely saying a positive result. Okay, what is the reason? Here we go. Tap, tap, tap in. Come on, Spirit. Look, I like this reading already. And we ain't but a couple cards in, the High Priestess. Because you know what you know. You're trusting your intuition. Y'all, I think I'm the most tapped in I'd have never been in my whole life. Thank you, Victoria, for subscribing, right? I think so. Your intuition, y'all, everyone, remember we were talking about clarity and detoxifying. No, Caprice, case got dismissed this morning. Come on, Spirit, right? So trusting your intuition, y'all, allowing yourself to be led by your higher self. This is a lot of what my guides have been talking to me about in meditation. It's one of the things that I know for sure, y'all, surrender is a real thing. Okay. Surrender is a real thing. And this High Priestess is giving me surrender. So it's like when you detoxify, when you let go, when you just trust, when you trust in the unknown, because there's definitely like a level of ambiguity, right, y'all? We are not going to know all the answers, and sometimes we just got to go on the journey. I don't care how many tarot readers you watch. I don't care how many readings you get. You're not going to get every answer because every tarot reader don't know every answer. This is about you learning how to trust yourself and learning to make decisions and trust in what you feel, what you believe. Intuition, mystery, inner knowing, inner choice. Okay, so listening to your inner voice as well. I was watching TD Jakes on Sunday because child, I be getting up and going to church. Okay, so I was watching him he said, your enemy is your inner me. Okay, we are our own worst critics sometimes. Like we have right here, we have opportunity, we have things balancing out, we have positive things happening for us, but sometimes we'll self-sabotage and ourself will start telling us that we don't have this abundance, that we can't be successful, that we can't create and open these new doors and opportunities for ourselves. So it's learning how to trust yourself and realizing that sometimes, y'all, especially with this energy right here, okay, like this energy right here, dog, is really almost like me versus me. So that's why it's so important to meditate. That's why it's so important to tap in with yourself so you can trust yourself. Okay, importante, trusting your intuition in this season, especially when it comes to new opportunities and abundance and prosperity. I'm also hearing visualization, y'all. So make sure you see yourself where you want to be yourself. Okay. Oh, that was cute. I'm using it. See yourself where you want to be yourself. Okay. I don't know. That's what I heard. Okay. What's coming up in the recent past? This is good, y'all. I don't know if y'all set y'all's intentions, but this High Priestess is saying get to it if you have not set your intentions. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Miss Gigi. Y'all, thank you for tapping the screen, sharing the live, sharing the love. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, thank you. All right, recent past, recent past. I feel like some of you are learning how to, wait, before we go, because here they come back. I think some of you are really learning how to believe in yourself as well. And remember, we talked about like the periods of stillness, the periods of rest, and really slowing down, y'all. We get our messages, we get our activations, our downloads when we are in our high priestess energy, right? When we really slow down and allow ourselves to just receive and listen, okay? So I feel like a lot of you are learning and realizing that that's where the clarity comes from, child. And is, here we go. Diamond in the rough, recent past. Come on, spit. Love. So we have the lovers that is coming out, Gemini energy. Some of you, the lovers is a card of choice, y'all. It's the choice card. So some of you, maybe you have had to maybe you had to make a hard decision. Maybe you had to bet on you. This could be, we talked about beware who you trust. So maybe some of you had a lover, someone, I'm not just going to say lover. This could be friend, but someone, a confidant. I feel like somebody got backstabbed, and you may find out about some revelation. Telling y'all, this full moons bring revelations and epiphanies anyway, okay? So just know, like, some of you may be on the tail end of that. You finding out the truth about somebody. The lover says stability, love, of course, twin flames. Oh Lord, y'all. And y'all see me shuffling these cards. Now I want y'all to see what's at the bottom of the deck. You have the lovers and the devil. And maybe for those of y'all who don't know, so this could detoxify. Remember I said they showed me the devil card? Anyway, we gonna see if it come back, because I'm not gonna keep it. But the lovers is the elevated version of the devil. If you look at the two traditional cards, they are just the higher and lower vibrations of each other. So Spirit is like, you're learning with this beware who you trust card. You're learning not to put all your trust, even in lovers, right? This is about trusting yourself. Maybe some of y'all, we get lost in relationships sometimes, and you could have already walked away from this person. If this was a love relationship, you may be finding out the truth about a lover, okay? So you got to trust what you are feeling, all right? Trust what you feel, because you know what you know. Some of you may have already found out, or you may be getting ready to find out a secret, something coming through about a previous lover or someone you're involved with now. What's done in the dark, y'all. And we got the Justice card here. So it's revelation that's coming through. We're going to get some more clarity on it and see what else is happening. Romance, unity, relationships. Remember I said they were talking about relationships earlier. This is also your connection to self. Okay, the Lover's card, you and your higher self. Because on some people read it as your higher self angel. Some people read it as like Archangel Raphael on there. So some of y'all might be finding out with this full moon about a loved one. Good night, Carla. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Miss Arquita. I hope I said that right. What's on your mind? Tell me something good. Okay, Queen of Swords. Look, air sign energy coming through again. We just had Gemini. So some of y'all are just like, you cutting out some shit. Let me just say that. You cutting it out because we ain't got time for it. This is about you being logical, decisive. You know what you know. Now, the Queen of Swords is a little cold, y'all. And we don't have any emotions cards out here yet. But with this Justice card and the Lovers and the Queen of Swords, I feel like y'all are just speaking up, and you're just like, no, you're very clear in your mind. This is giving the clarity that I was talking about earlier, right? Oh, look, ice cold. I said something about cold earlier, okay? Honest, truthful, straight to the point. Child, we ain't got time to be sugarcoating nothing, okay? Nothing. We're not sugarcoating anything with anyone. Don't take shit from anyone. Y'all, this card literally says that. I ain't never read that before. I don't know if I've ever pulled the Queen of Swords in this deck. Don't take and we ain't got time. Independent, perceptive, objective. Okay, so I feel like we're seeing things very, very clearly. I also feel like we're communicating effectively. and not afraid to speak up. Okay, like it's almost like, well, not for everyone, but for some of y'all, it's like, if it comes up, it comes out, is what they just said. If it comes up, it's coming out. So mindful of your words with this full moon as well. Okay, so I am gonna say that. Be mindful of your words with this full moon. I did just hear like tempering your communication. Be mindful of the way that you're communicating with people. Okay, because it may be Queen of Swords can be a little sharp, a little abrasive. Okay, so just be mindful of that. But I don't feel like we cutting no corners. We ain't got time, and I'm not playing with you either. So it's kind of like, no, I'm not playing about nothing. Okay, and I don't feel like it's bad, but again, just be mindful of how you're communicating. Also, with this Think It Through card, okay, New Moon in Gemini, it's kind of like, think before you speak, okay? Make sure that so that you don't cause any complications or difficulties down the road with something that you say. Like I said, some of y'all is almost like if it comes up, it comes out. So just be mindful of that, okay? Don't get yourself jammed up, get yourself in trouble, okay? Here we go. All right, let's see how you are showing up in this reading. Look, Libra ain't played air signs. I don't know. It's a lot of air energy coming through on this. How are you showing up for this? Nope, that's too many. All right. How are we showing up? How are we showing up? How are we showing up? Child, here you go. Here we go. Come on, Spirit. The Magician. Oh no, we manifesting, baby. Big time manifestation energy. Told y'all better plant these seeds of intention. The Magician is about manifestation, y'all. It's about it's as beloved, as above, so below, as within, so without, knowing that you have everything you need to create the life you want, deserve, and desire. And this is using all the tools in your toolbox, okay, to call in opportunities, okay? The Magician is magnetic. Come on, Spirit. Willpower, desire, resourcefulness. This, y'all better know your ability. That's the thing. You have to know your ability and that you're capable of creating. Come on, we love to see it, because this is manifestation at its finest, right? And it says, of course, on here, manifestation. So that inner knowing, trusting that inner knowing to move you in a direction. Magic. I don't know, child. I was outside this morning. Whatever time the eclipse was this morning, 2:30 or something in the morning. Yep, I was outside burning intentions under the full moon. I ain't playing. Sure was. So y'all better set your intentions, because Spirit is trying to help you manifest. What's in the near future? Near future, Ten of Wands, completion. Y'all, the Ten of Wands is a card of stress. It's a card of overwhelm. It's a card of hard work. But again, it's an ending and a beginning. The Ten of Wands for me is actually positive, right? Because it means that you've taken enough action to get to your goal. And it also is about not allowing the weight of the world to hold you down. Remember, we talked about the perseverance card, right? Like your perseverance being rewarded. The Ten of Wands is a card of perseverance. Of course, the Nine of Wands traditionally is a card of perseverance. It's the wounded warrior. It's the last leg, the last step, okay? The Ten of Wands says, you know that you're right there at your destination. So it's like that one last step that you have to go through. Giving up hope, responsibility, obligations, fruits of labor burned out. It's a card of overwhelm. So listen, y'all, as you are getting ready to move into this next cycle and this next chapter, because again, this is completion. This is an ending, creating a beginning, right? Even if you're tired, I need you to keep going, because there's something on the verge of manifesting for you, an opportunity on the verge of presenting itself. And again, it's simply about, they just said, how bad do you want it, right? How bad do you want it? Because this is not a time to stop, give up. And also, I just heard some people are hanging on to your coattails, and that's not something I say. So it's almost like we don't have time to be trying to drag everyone along. I feel, because this is coming up in the near future, I feel like there may be something that comes up, and you may feel like it's that one last stick. It's that one last It's that one last hurdle. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. So don't let this, if you have one thing that comes up, don't let it like take you out of there, okay? Because I feel like there could be a little bit of stress coming up because this is coming up in the near future. So even if you like, y'all, we talked about the enemy, we talked about like that last leg and how you can get discouraged. And look, she's even praying on here. It's almost like you praying because possibly like something coming in that may just feel like that one, the straw that breaks the camel's back, okay? So just pay attention, be mindful, like don't give up. I don't care. Message me, okay? Because your ancestors, your spirit guides they're pushing forward for this, okay? So, and whatever this is for you, it could be love. It's whatever this opportunity is. It's going to bring happiness. What is in the environment? Conflict, competition, Five of Wands, okay? So, the Five of Wands, y'all. Some of you. I'm not really, other than the Ten of Wands, you may be working in a group. You may have several people that you are working with. Remember, we just said coattails, okay? Like someone riding your coattails. Don't allow people to tag on with you that you know are just extra weight, extra baggage, okay? Extra weight, extra baggage. I feel like some of you are realizing, we talked about detoxifying. I think you're realizing that some people are just extra weight. They just hanging on, trying to see, what they can get from you, honestly, is what I'm getting. Conflict, tension, rivals, okay? Ego, arguments, turmoils, destruction. All right. So if you have someone in your environment, and you're going to be able to tell by their attitude, okay? Because they're not going to treat you the same. People are starting to see you are moving in a new direction. You're moving away from conflict. You're only competing with yourself, y'all. We only compete with ourselves. Okay. Leanne said, awful co-worker. Oh no. And child, look, it's in the environment, so I definitely see it. Somebody trying to test your gangster. That's the test my gangster card. You want to test my gangster? The Five of Wands. Because some people don't believe you. Some people are not taking you at your word. Okay, some people are not, like, they're not going to take you at your word. It's almost like I can show you better than I can tell you. All right, so, look, there go the damn devil again. I'm sick of him now. Could just be Capricorn energy. We don't want him to come out. Here we go. All right, hopes, fears, and opportunities. Moving on. Six of Swords, okay? Six of Swords. So, y'all, this is being divinely guided out of these conflicting situations. Whatever's been stressing you out, whatever's been worrying you, whoever, okay, I feel like you're being navigated away from it. Understand, y'all, people are going to fall off. Remember, we have this Ten of Wands here. People are going to fall off, right? People are going to... because everybody cannot move forward with you. So understand, if people begin to move away from you, if you feel the urge to start separating yourself from people, I've been getting a lot of hermit energy, and there's nothing wrong with being in hermit mode, y'all. There's a difference between hermit mode, like solitude and isolation. Let me say that. There's a difference between solitude and isolation. And I feel like a lot of you are realizing that moving away from people who are conflicting, and maybe you got to take some time by yourself in order to really understand like how powerful it is, or how much people are affecting you as well. You're being navigated away from difficulties and challenges, conflict, people with big egos that we ain't got time for, leaving behind conflict. Child, come on. Moving on, distancing, accepting lessons. All right. So yes, we got to accept lessons, y'all. I feel like a lot of us are being challenged. Like this is the blank hashtag BSE. Okay. Hashtag blank slate energy, y'all. This is your opportunity to create the life you want, deserve, and desire. Not keep living in this repetitive circle or cycle, that should I say. Take this opportunity. You're being guided away from something. We're going to get some clarity on this and see what else is happening. Allow things to fall away, y'all, even if it's lovers. Let me say this. Now, I got to tell y'all this, and you do what you want to do, but I do feel like a little bit of manipulation coming through on this High Priestess. That's weird. You go High Priestess to the Magician to the Six of Swords. So I definitely feel like maybe somebody was manipulated. Someone could have been manipulated at a job. I feel like maybe for some of y'all, you are doing everybody else work and just not receiving the benefit for it. So I feel like that may be why you're choosing to move away. I feel like some of y'all were doing too many people's job, or maybe you had a situation where someone was taking advantage. Maybe that was a better word than manipulation. Taking advantage. Okay. Forgiving after the fight. Some of y'all may have had a conflict. You may be in conflict. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Remember, everybody ain't sitting here watching Touche read tarot, okay? So if you have your significant other and they're going through a challenging time, just remember they not subscribed, okay? So they may not have they don't have the understanding. So just remember, everyone is dealing with the energy, okay? That's a question. Good night. All right, here we go. Y'all want, nope, they said. So let's see what the outcome is. Outcome, and then we're going to clarify. Outcome, then we're going to clarify. What is the outcome? Spirits, what is the outcome for this new moon in Taurus? What is the outcome? Celebration. For real. 3 of Cups. Okay, so celebration, y'all. Happiness, joy, contentment, peace. So first things first, this is about number 1, because a lot is coming through. So first things first, start celebrating now. Start celebrating the victory now. Start celebrating the success now. Start celebrating right now. One of the things that Spirit is tasking us with, and Spirit is really wanting us to do, is start being happy right now in this moment. When you're already happy, when you start celebrating as if you already have something, as if you already have this opportunity, as if this is coming through for you, guess what? It will come through quicker. Spirit is tasking us with being happy regardless of our circumstances as we're moved, because we're in a period of transition, y'all. 6 of Swords is a period of transition. So this is about, in this energy, it's about moving forward regardless, finding something to be happy about. That is how we defeat the enemy, the shadow, the darker sides of us, is that we celebrate regardless. I'm not saying you're going to be around here skipping in all sunshine and rainbows, but I am saying that if you find something, try to stay as positive as possible, y'all. It really works. Purposely, intentionally maintaining positivity, it really works. If you can say or stay as high vibrational as possible, if you can celebrate and find even the smallest nugget of happiness, you're going to have more things to celebrate and be happy about. Second thing, remember we just got done talking about like walking away from people who are competitive, right? Who are not, they ain't even for you anyway. And I hate to say that, but like we already talked about, you know when someone is not for you. Everyone is not going to celebrate your success, because understand that everyone is in a different stage of their life. So you up here bossing up, you happy, right? Sun card, you're finding the happiness, the joy, and then positive things start shifting in your life, right? Everyone is not gonna see that. They're not gonna understand it because they're not walking this walk, and a lot of them are not trying to improve themselves. Okay, so this is about knowing that you're moving away from people who are competing with you and walking towards people who want to celebrate with you, right? Who want to uplift you. Celebration, friendship, reunion, emotional connection, appreciation. And a lot of you, we talked about, like, if this is a job, moving away from people from jobs that don't appreciate you. We said that, we talked about that earlier. Okay. All right, y'all, let's clarify. We might do, all right. We're going to do an abundance card. Let's see what this justice is about. Justice, karma, consequences, accountability. Some of y'all are make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, y'all, because the Queen of Swords is about accountability for me. So you have to be accountable, holding yourself accountable. Remember, I was talking about routines, and make sure that you're staying disciplined, because the Queen of Swords is a card of discipline. So even if you know that there's something you need to take care of, make sure that you're taken care of. If it's a conversation you need to have, because some of y'all are holding on to something, right? With this high priestess coming up in the reason for the reading, like you're holding on to emotions. There may be something that you know that you haven't spoken on yet, but I feel like the opportunity is coming, okay? Like, and you may not, it may be a little challenging as well. I'm gonna say this: if there's a difficult conversation, this might be the week to go ahead and have it. So you can move on from a child and start celebrating and get back to your normal self, get back to a state of happiness and expectancy, expecting amazing and great things to happen for you. But there could definitely be a conversation that you need to have. Because 10 of Wands here as well, it's like something is stressing y'all out. Like I said, there's something that some of you may be holding on to within. That needs to come out. Speak up. Okay, here we go. Justice card, justice card, justice card. Speak up. Definitely could be something challenging with a loved one. Okay, doesn't have to be a lover, but there's a difficult conversation. Justice card. Let's go shift. We have the shift card that is coming in. What does this say, y'all? Taking your career in a totally different direction. Didn't we say that? I did. Like moving. Some of y'all going in a completely new, come on, spirit, completely new direction. Have the courage to change course, continue to grow, change, and learn. You reach the end of a route where you cannot continue traveling. Okay? So look, y'all, as difficult as it is, I feel like some of us, if you hit a dead end, I need you to accept that dead end, okay? Because it happens, y'all. It happens where we'll think that we're supposed to do something, but maybe we're only supposed to stay there for a season. It's just like people. It's just whatever the case is, people, places, things. It's like it's only supposed to be there for a season. It's not supposed to be there forever. So don't be afraid to pivot. Don't be afraid to change, okay? Some of you, we talked about with this coming up next to this Ace of Pentacles, you may take that complete pivot and decide to go a different way in your career. Follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your inspiration is the first thing I would say, okay? And do you, okay? There is no wrong way as long as you are doing what you love, okay? Although I do feel a little internal conflict and a little fear on this wrong way, because again, it's when we're going in a certain direction, the shift that needs to happen is that it's the comfortability, like being comfortable where we are. This could be in a relationship as well, y'all, because even this is like some of us are still holding on to old relationships, okay, and it's the wrong way. All right, it is the wrong way. So please be mindful. Like, you can keep looking at the past if you want to, but for some of you, this could be about a relationship that you know, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship that you know is a disservice to you, is what they just said. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of continue to try to force something into being that is not meant to be, is the basic of that. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. Here we go. Oh, come on, Spirit. We got the underworld, y'all. And we got this coming up with this High Priestess. Find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. I see y'all creating multiple streams of income. I feel like that's the goal for some of you. And I feel like it's very possible if you tap in and listen. Sex, death, hidden knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life. High Priestess. As the world evolves, so can your means of earning money. So look, y'all, we already talked about intuition. We have the High Priestess that's showing up right next to this as well. So this is also Scorpio energy coming through. So this is you trusting that when it's time to go, it's time to go. Some of you, I feel like you have the ability to see that something is not right. Some of y'all feel it. You feel it on an internal level with this underworld card. It's like some of you, maybe you can't explain it, even though you're thinking it in your head, but it's just like a feeling that you have that something is not right. I want y'all to go with that, okay? Because I do feel like, and then the underworld, ancestor, spirit guides, everything, right? All you guys are like trying to prompt you to listen to your intuition. Like, if you feel like something ain't right, y'all, you can't quite put your finger on it. You can't quite You know, it's just like, I know, but I just can't say exactly what it is. Trust that, because I do feel like it's going to save you in the long run. And we're going to clarify this again, y'all. I just decided it right now. We're going to clarify this again. So, and see, we're going to get one more clarity card on all of these. Because, why? That's what I feel like doing. Okay? You definitely have guides. Oh, come on, Spirit. Thank y'all. First, next thing's next. Okay? Not next thing's next is, y'all, if you've been feeling like your people them in spirits, in the spirituals, and up there in the ethers are connecting with you, the answer is yes, they are. They're really, because this is the time for them to really show up and show out. We just had Halloween. Y'all know that is the day that the veil is thinnest. So a lot of us, our psychic gifts are improving. Our abilities are expanding. Okay. So it's like, look, yes, if you've been feeling things, some of y'all might, I just heard like seeing something out the corner of your eye. So pay attention to, like, yeah, you got your people tapping in. Okay. So that's not a question. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of yes. It's just what they're saying, like, yeah. So make sure you're talking to your ancestors, y'all. Y'all know, like, that's my thing. I have my ancestor altar back there. So make sure you're talking to your ancestors, because you definitely have people who are coming in trying to communicate with you. Okay. Now, what I will say is, if you meditate and if you are well versed in like talking to yourself and knowing what your own self talks like sounds like, I have people ask me, like, how do you know what your intuition sounds like? If you close your, if you are just, you just close your mouth and you say something in your head and you hear yourself saying it in your head, that's what your intuition sounds like, y'all. So I know that sounds very basic, but it's very simple. To know what you sound like, because we don't actually have to speak in order, like we don't have to verbalize in order to speak. So if you close your mouth and say your own name in your head, you can hear yourself in your head. And that's what your intuition sounds like, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. High priestess, high priestess, high priestess. Sex, death, Scorpio energy. What do we have? Come on, Spirit. We have unlocking. Oh, you are the key. You are the key to unlock and open every door. You are the key. So something is unlocking for you. What was locked can now be opened. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitations. Blocks are there to tell you that you're steering off track. So first things first, y'all. One of the ways that I have found that is the easiest for you to know when you're going in the right direction, because a lot of you may be asking, like, am I going the right direction? Like, should I be working on this? Like, what else should I do? There's some confusion that's coming in. And I feel what I have found is that when you're going the way that you're meant to go and you're doing what it makes you happy and you're not giving up. This is the main thing, not giving up. A way will be made for you. It's almost like things will just magically, come on, unicorn at the bottom of the deck. It's like things will just magically happen. You'll be like, how the hell did that happen so easily? And there's no way that you could have orchestrated it. It's like things will just line up. If y'all been rocking with me, y'all know this has been happening for me over the last 6 months. It's like things just line up and you be like, how on earth? And then but God. But God, because there's no other way, y'all. And this is why we talked about surrender. This is why we talked about trusting, right? Because when you got that full surrender going on and you allowing Spirit to work for you, I'm telling you, everything will just line up. Good fortune and friendship. Ooh, and we have the 3 of Cups down there. It's like people will come into your path. That'll just be like magic. It's like, voila, magic, right? You be like, wait, what? And then you can, there's no explanation. And what I will say is, thank God. Okay, whoever you pray to, God, universe, cosmos, spirit, whoever you pray to. So I feel like you are the key that is unlocking the door. Okay, when things become easy, when things become like, it's like things just start falling away, things just start happening, and everything is just in the flow. Right? Things are just flowing for you. Trust that. That is one of the ways that you know you're moving in the right direction. Okay, The Lovers. Y'all. Y'all, can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? See, she didn't want him to be left out. So my baby had picked Shadow up a toy today, and guess who can already see themselves waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because they can hear these little red, yellow, and green ass balls on. Oh, never mind, I'm back. Okay, the Lovers, love you. I can already see myself getting up. I can see it. Lord, he gonna be in here waking me up. Y'all. Come on, Archangel Michael. Thank you. Because the Lovers. Y'all. I'm being slung it out the iron. I'ma slang it. See, she got to keep the door closed. Because the other Shadow keep hissing it. I'm being slung that hole out the door. I'm back. The Lovers. Shadow. Uh-oh. Look, y'all. Child, I ain't finished. I love him to death, but I already be having to get woke up because he be up here swiping at the. Y'all hear this? That's what I be hearing in the middle. Tell y'all. Look, and then he came and peeped around the corner at me because I touched his wind chime. Like I said, I'm done. I'm back. Anyway, coming up with the Lovers, we have Unreliable. Y'all, look at this nose. Y'all see the nose? Who lying to y'all? Pinocchio? Somebody, I told y'all might have a lover, somebody that's lying to you. Okay, somebody unreliable. That's what's coming up with the Lovers card. You're struggling with finishing things you start. Oh, we talked about that. Perseverance is rewarded. Start only one thing at a time. Start small and believe you're a finisher. Remember we talked about visualization. We don't have the Two of Wands here, but finishing what you start. Don't lie to yourself. Don't overcommit. If there's something that you can't do, then say that. All right? You're the only person you can't lie to, y'all. So make sure you're being truthful and honest with yourself as well as others. Okay? Don't get overwhelmed. Remember we talked about on the Ten of Wands, if you have too many things going on right now, I'm going to tell you that it's time to minimize, decrease, and focus on what is most important. Y'all, they're showing me like a to-do list on this Ten of Wands. So in order to get organized, because they are giving me organization on this, I would say, like, minimize it. Don't try to put 10 things on your plate at one time. Narrow it down to the 3 things that you want to make sure that you get done in any one day. Prioritize, okay? You have a pattern of jumping around from one thing to another. So this is about getting focused as well. Let me just say, with this jumping around, some of you, the Lovers card, with this coming up with the Lovers, I will say that, y'all, some of you may find out like your person is lying on you, liar, cheater, stealer, okay, with the Pinocchio nose. So when someone shows you who they are, y'all, you got to believe them, okay, and trust and believe in what they're telling you. All right, if you're struggling with finishing things, again, just focus on, or make sure that you're minimizing the things that you have on your plate, and start small, y'all. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed, okay? We go from the Ace to the 10, and the Ace of Pentacles is a seed, y'all. So plant a seed, nurture it, let it blossom, let it grow. Then you're building your way to the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Now, this wrong way is pointing to the Lovers, is pointing to unreliable. So you might have some unreliable. That might be what y'all, that dead weight we was talking about, right? Unreliable people. Some of you may have depended on someone maybe to help you. Maybe some of y'all may be starting businesses and you thought that you were going to have some support and maybe someone backed out. Maybe you found out someone is not trustworthy, dependable, okay? So you got to pay attention to that, y'all. Pay attention to the signs and how people are showing up. A liar is a liar, and you're going to know that they're a liar. So Queen of Swords, cut it out. You want to deal with people who are honest. So what does that mean? Making sure that you are being honest with yourself. When you are an honest person, you're only going to deal with honest people. You're going to attract honest people, okay? So I told you, you're the only one that you can't lie to. So make sure you're not lying to yourself. Make sure you're not trying to hide anything from yourself either. I feel like This underworld, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all don't be sweeping stuff up under the rug and then come back and complaining about it. Okay, love y'all, but y'all know I keep it a buckles over here. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, that is what I would say. Okay, let's clarify this Queen of Swords. Don't sweep things under the rug. This is the time to speak up, verbalize, especially with this moon. We cutting out bullshit. We ain't got time for it. Okay, y'all. Look, gossip. Come on, spirit. Told you. Y'all getting away from these people. This is. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. With this Pinocchio down here. So some of you could. Okay. Don't get involved in that drama. The Five of Wands is a card of drama. Thank you, honey bunny. It is a card of drama. Don't get involved in anyone's drama. With the Three of Cups here and now this gossip card, people are talking about you and what you're doing. Oh, let me address that first. So some of you with this Queen of Swords, this could be family members. This could be your friends. Y'all, if you ain't got at least one hater, you ain't doing something right. Okay, because everyone is going to have something to say. They're not going to agree. They're going to tell you you're wrong. You're crazy for doing what you're doing, and you better keep doing it because they may just not be brave enough to do it themselves. So we're not worried about what people think about us. We don't care about what people say. Let them talk, because guess what? Shout out to Uncle G, right? Money follows attention. And when you are getting attention, people are going to talk about you. So let them talk. I wouldn't care what somebody says about me. Why? What you eat don't make me what? Shit. So, who cares? Look, you on somebody's mind, which means that you're making an impact. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. If you look at celebrities, if you look at, child, I was looking at the Shade Room or something, like a post or something. Child, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion for getting paid. And they thought they was going to try to handle her. Anyway, I'm back. Don't care what people say about you, all right? Even if it's your family. And that can be a little challenging, y'all. But this full moon is saying we don't care. We are dealing with people in truth, in honesty, and integrity. And the people who are gossiping are probably cowards anyway. And I'll say that because what you gossiping for? If someone has something to say, then they can be the Queen of Swords and they can say it to you, okay? And if not, then what do I care for? And this is also about you not holding your tongue. Y'all, I'm not a confrontational person. I don't care what anyone says about me. I don't have the energy. Okay, do you know how much energy it takes to be angry with someone or to argue or to let somebody get under your skin? Like, I just don't have the energy for that, child. I'm trying to manifest. I'm the magician in this thing, okay? So when I'm giving energy to stuff that's irrelevant, that's blocking my blessings, baby, and I ain't got time. Okay, I ain't got time. You say what you wanna. Keep my name in your mouth. What song is that, y'all, that say, I hope my name tastes like sardines. Come on, Lil Wayne. Keep talking about me. That means I'm doing something right. So even if it's family, friends, your lovers, I don't care. The devil can work through anybody. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Come on, y'all. Minimize drama. Five of Wands. And take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Come on, Spirit. Your personal drama is getting in the way of your work. And I just said, baby, we ain't got time. We manifesting around here. We're manifesting opportunities, happiness, new beginnings, love, prosperity, abundance. And if you ain't on that type of time, I ain't got time for you. And I want y'all to have that attitude. It's like, no, I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for gossiping. No, I don't have time to sit on the phone and talk to you for 50 Sundays because you still going through the same thing. You still with your toxic person. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, even with your friends, this is not to say you got to cut off all your friends, but what I will say, limit your time, effort, and energy, okay? Be mindful of where you pour your tea. Okay? Just saying, because while you sitting up giving people time and letting them, it's okay to sit up and let your girlfriend or your best friend talk to you about what they going through, because we gonna listen sometimes. But I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you talk about this for 2 hours when you know you just gonna get off the phone with me and go right back to the same thing. Baby, I'll give you a hot 30 minutes if I'm gonna give you 30. You lucky if I give you 30 minutes of my time to sit up and do this, because I typically know I'm not gonna do it. Okay? Like, we gonna have to, I give you 15, and then we got to start talking about money, abundance, traveling, manifesting, new jobs, new opportunities, son. I ain't got time. Mm-mm. Hydrate your soul and things. Okay? Just saying. So be mindful of giving away too much time, effort, and energy. All right. Let go of gossipers. Don't worry about what people are saying about you. People talk about Jesus, Lord. Talked about him. Didn't mean a thing. Okay. Magician. This is what's coming up with us. It better be good, y'all. Y'all better tell. And also, okay, they coming back. Look, some of y'all boundaries. Okay, with the Queen of Swords, she is one of my cards of putting up strong boundaries. Okay, very defined boundaries. So some of y'all need to learn how to say no. Okay, coming up with the Magician, we have the Home card. Why is this giving me invest in a home business or make money from home, period? Housewife, babysitter, cooking, or any home-based business. Some of you will do very well to have a remote position. I'm just keeping the buckles with y'all. I had to drive in traffic again this morning, and y'all know I'm work from home and an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm not doing no commuting. I ain't got time. Who want to be out there? Who still wants to? Shout out to y'all who are still going to a 9-to-5 job. Get out of the rat race and become your own boss. So some of you are manifesting this opportunity in your life, becoming your own boss. This full moon is asking you to step into that zone. Okay. Is that saying quit your job? No. It's saying start looking at things that you can do to create additional streams of income for yourself. Ideas. Start a YouTube channel. Get on TikTok. Go live on Facebook or Instagram. Write the ebook that you had. Y'all, matter of fact, my ebook is out for pre-order. I was like, no, I didn't want to do it. So there's always a way to create additional streams of income. And some of you are manifesting that. Some of you desire to be work from home and to be business owners. We mentioned business owners earlier. So this is the time to do that. Remember, we talked about blank slate energy. And with her ironing, I do feel like some of you, if you are signing some contracts, because that's coming through with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you may be ironing out some final details on contracts or new jobs that you are undertaking, new opportunities. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to the fine print if you're signing anything on a dotted line. And I do feel like some of you may be even buying a house, right, with this unlocking card. So some of you may be ironing out like some final details, the last little information that you need to get. And some of y'all are just manifesting, honestly, stepping into business ownership, like becoming your own boss, right? You don't want to work for anyone anymore. I feel you on that. Okay. All right, here we go. What's next? 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Ooh, they said stop. Come on, Spirit. Look, Unseen is coming up with our 10 of Wands. Look, this gives me 2 of Swords energy. Indecision. Unseen. Look at, she's blindfolded. Remember I said something about some of y'all are like not paying or like sweeping things under the rug, and now she come up blindfolded. Whenever I get something, y'all, that is like this as well, this is not medical advice, but that's so funny. 911, I've been getting that angel number, like a message about that angel number quite a bit. This is not medical advice, but whenever I get like a blindfolded card, just make sure that you're getting like your eye exams, things like that, paying attention. And this is also, we coming back to the High Priestess, and it's on the same line with the High Priestess, okay? Though you don't see it now, there's something better, okay? Sometimes you need to wander to understand the clarity that follows. Come on, Spirit. You stop learning, you stop growing when you assume you know it all, okay? So I feel like for a lot of y'all, you're seeing things very clearly, but again, it's the coming out of, remember we talked about detoxify. Thank you, Spirit. We talked about detoxify, and I'm getting that too on this 10 of Wands. Like, this is giving me detoxify energy. That's a good, thank you, Spirit. That's a good way to put that. letting go of stress, right? I feel like you're really facing the things that you need to. Maybe before you kept the blinders on, you didn't want to see, but I feel like you're seeing things for the truth of the matter. Okay, again, y'all, don't be afraid to tell people no is what I'm also seeing, because I feel like I don't know, I feel a little challenged when I pick this 10 of Wands back up, like almost like, okay, it's all I feel like some how do I explain that? I don't even know how to say that. It's like people are afraid to see your greatness, right? And so I'm getting like oppression on this 10 of Wands too. Like people trying to hold you down on purpose because they don't want you to see your greatness, because then when they know when you see your greatness and your value and your worth, because this is coming up in the near future, when you realize that you don't have to take on other people's struggles, like everybody is not your responsibility, everything is not your responsibility. I feel like that's when the blindfold comes off. It's like people don't, I don't know. It's like people don't want to see that come up for you, is what I'm getting on this. And there's also like some of you can't see the way forward, but it's almost like you feel, remember we talked about that feeling of, oh, like, am I going the right way? It's like, yes, this is that walk by faith and not by sight. Even if you can't see the outcome in the distance on the horizon, you have to know that there's an outcome on the horizon and it's possible, and it's what you make of it. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense, y'all. I know that was kind of all over the place, but so don't give up, because it's almost like, remember we were talking about the gossip card and family, because they're coming back to family. I feel like for some of you, take this how it resonates, but I feel like sometimes people will put more responsibility on you so that it makes you feel inadequate, if that's the right word that I'm looking for. But it's like people intentionally trying to make you not see the power you possess. Okay, so just be mindful of that. This is why oh, come on, Spirit. This is why I challenge y'all to really know yourself and know your own strengths, because it's like and I hope I explained that right, but it's almost like people don't want you to see you for you. Thank y'all. People don't want you to see you for you. Okay, because they know when you, oh, come on, Spirit, they know when you see who you truly are, that you're not going to put up with their bullshit. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Just be mindful. I hope that made sense, y'all. I hope that wasn't all over the place. Okay, I kind of felt like it was for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, 5 of Wands. Child, they don't want you to see your greatness, because understand, the enemy, y'all, you got to know the enemy will work through anyone to keep you oppressed. The enemy will work through anyone. Your mama, your children, your husband, your wife. The enemy will work through anyone to keep you from being successful, okay? And we're not about that life over here, okay? So no, if you coming over here chilling with me, touche Nim, you gonna be successful, because that's all we manifest over here, baby. We abundance, prosperity, happiness, new opportunity. We're not to be oppressed. We will be the best version of ourselves, okay? I don't care. Ain't nobody stopping us, period. Okay, all right, I'm back. Child, look, they finna make me start saying a cuss word. Mom, that's how I feel in my spirituals. Trying to hold somebody down from being the best version of themselves. Child, you better go on. And I'm telling you, this home card coming up here. Child, look, they better go on now. Find them something safe to do. 5 of Wands, I'm back. Okay. Child, I had felt that in my spirituals. I had got mad for a second. All right, here we go. Look, we have undecided. Y'all, I hadn't pulled a lot of these cards, and ain't that so funny? This came up right next to the unseen card. We have undecided that is coming in, clarifying the 5 of Wands, and this is in our environment, dealing with fluctuating goals and or income. It's important. Well, I feel like some of y'all don't be loaning nobody no money. Don't loan nobody no money, okay? Because I feel like you're going to get pissed off because you already know that this person maybe is not trustworthy. They're unreliable. This could be family. Y'all know money will get, money. It get us every time. Don't loan anyone any money. This is not the time for that, okay? I want you to focus on your finances, but I want you to focus on your finances. I feel like we have enough responsibility. The Ten of Wands is a card of responsibility, okay? So we don't have time to be taking on other unnecessary or lending out when we don't have it to do, okay? This says it's important to stay informed on the shifts that are happening. Don't we have a card about shift out here? Major shifts that are happening. I'm telling y'all, this full moon is causing us to walk away. Seeing the world in black and white, which limits what's possible for you. Oh no, baby, we dream big. Okay, the world is not black and white, and we can't live that way. I feel like a lot of us, this is that living in the gray, that underworld as well. So this is, why did I just hear a secret about money? Some of y'all, let me just say this. Y'all, okay, they brought me back. Here we go. They just said a secret about money. So for some of you, because this is kind of, when I looked at this home card and this lovers card, it's almost like there's some secrets about it. And this is not for everyone, but this is almost like somebody hiding some spending in the house for whoever that's with. Could be you, could be your partner. But I feel a little bit of deceptive or lying about how the money's being spent. I don't even know how that just came off of this, but that's what they said. So that might be why y'all's antennas are up. This high priestess. Remember I said something about it's like you know something, but maybe you don't have the proof, but you know because you know, but you don't know. You know? Okay, so just be mindful of that. We can't see the world in black and white. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, we got to live in the gray because everything is not black and white. But some things are yes and no. Okay, so if there's a decision that you need to make, it could be walking away from this conflict. We already talked about that. We also talked, make sure some of y'all random, but some of y'all make sure that you are like paying attention to your surroundings. They're showing me like paying attention to body language as well. Like when you're talking to someone, I don't even know how that fits in. We gonna see. What do y'all mean by that? I almost want to get some clarity. We gonna do it in a second. If you are undecided about someone or something, or told y'all, trust what you feel. Trust what you feel. I'm not going, yeah, because I don't even, trust what you feel. Believe, when someone shows you who they are, believe them, okay? Six of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Swords. Six of Swords. What are we moving away from? Six of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Swords. Hopes, fears, and opportunities. Ooh, science. Okay. Okay, so first thing they just said, so that you have the science card that's coming out clarifying our Six of Swords. And the first thing they said, this says, keep an open mind. There's something unfolding for you. So I feel like some of us are sailing away or being led away from any doubts, any insecurities that we are facing right now. Whether this is within yourself, whether this is about your direction, we already talked about as well. I feel like that's kind of like Spirit is trying to guide you out of the logical thinking. Okay, thank y'all. So we just got done talking about the gray area. I want y'all to understand that this next part of your journey is going to be, it's the trusting in the ambiguity. Science is very analytical. We know that we got the Queen of Swords up here. It's facts. But I feel like this next step of the journey is it's more of the mystical, the magical, the unbelievable, the miracles, the tapping in with your ancestors and your rituals and tapping into your spirituality. We have Neptune, it's Jupiter. I think Neptune's in Pisces right now. So that's kind of like with Neptune being in Pisces, that can almost give us that living in ambiguity kind of energy because you can't see everything clearly. So I feel like, yes, you're going to rely on facts. Yes, you're going to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to believe in data, but this is that faith, y'all. This is that faith that you're in. And what is faith? The absence of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, right? So it's like in this leg of this journey, it's your faith. Remember, it's going to be tested. Like, do you truly believe in yourself? I feel like this is what you're being guided away from, like the disillusion, like really learning to trust yourself and the Most High, and as you're being directed and moved where you need to go. Chemists, forensics, or anything in the science field, apply a scientific approach. And I'm telling y'all, I don't feel like that's going to be the answer this time. For this part of the journey, for this eclipse, this is about the faith based. Okay, it's not, you're not going to be able to see everything with the eye. This is gonna, the eye you're gonna have to use is your third eye. You're gonna have to like listen with your heart, see with more than just your physical eyes, is what they are showing me. People may want like solid, hard, fast explanations for why you're doing what you're doing, but I'm gonna say, y'all, swear to gosh, I'm on my iPad right now. I just got a notification that says secrets. Cannot make it up. Telling y'all, and we talked about secrets already. So just this is a test of faith. This full moon in Taurus is questioning. It's a test of your faith, and your faith and trust in yourself. Not just the Most High, but yes, first and foremost, the Most High. But this is about you trusting in yourself. Okay. And it's about that. Just trust yourself, trusting in God to move you in the direction that you're meant to go. Okay, follow your happiness, follow your heart. Let's clarify. Last card, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. What are we celebrating, Lord? Give us some good. We want some manifestation. Some of y'all are just, we're going to celebrate regardless, because we know we have great and amazing things that are coming in. I also feel like some of y'all might, again, you're going to have someone come in that really appreciates you. You walking away from boo-boo to food back here. Some of y'all, this is a relationship. This is mostly a money reading and abundance reading. But, just saying. Some of y'all going to have someone, y'all might be tying the knot. Let me just, I got to come back. Okay? So, some of you may be getting married. Okay, or invited to a wedding even. Some of you might be undecided whether or not you want to move into a new direction with a person, elevating the relationship. Some of y'all might feel like somebody is in and out as well. And this is where I'm going to say that I need you to get your Queen of Swords energy on. Like, one thing about a relationship, y'all, whatever this, if you want to know something, ask. Okay, we have to, because remember I said they were giving me a little bit of fear on this High Priestess. I feel like some of y'all are afraid to ask a question and you want to know, but you're afraid to ask. And you can, like we talked about, getting the readings and look, you can get me readings as you want to. Communicate, especially in a relationship. You should be able to talk to your person, y'all. I want you to be able to talk to your person. Well, look, Nay, Naya, I don't even know if I said Naya Nim. I hope I said it right. Listen, y'all know I be giving people names over here. Well, if they lying, what you still doing with them or dealing with them for? Because we know they a liar. Look, we know. But this the thing. If they lying to you, then that means you lying to yourself. Because it's kind of like, y'all know I keep it a buck. Love y'all to death, but y'all know I'm real over here. Okay? It's like, well, if you know you lying, if you know they lying, then what's your complaint? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you letting someone lie to you, then that's your fault. Make sense? Just for anyone. And I'm not saying divorce, but if you know someone's lying to you, it's almost like, well, what? A lot of times we'll get pissed off about it, right? You know somebody lying, and now you mad, but it's like, so what's a result of the lie? Does that make sense? What is the result? So someone lies to you, and we know it, right? We got a couple cards here that says, beware who you trust. You know they lying, but it's kind of like, well, we know they gonna lie, so you can't really blame them because you know they're a liar. Make sense? So it's like, and now what? Right? Because, child, I lied to myself a long time. I'd be pissed off about somebody lying to me, but it was because I was lying to myself. Can't lie. You the only one you can't lie to. If you know someone's lying, then it's kind of like, if they're lying, then that means you're accepting it, and that comes back to acceptance. So I hope that made sense for some of y'all. Or hope that I said that. Leah, what you laugh, child? I'm not talking to you. I'm not even fooling with you, girl. So weddings, that's where I was, right? So some of us, you may have something like going to a wedding. Some of y'all might get proposed to. Y'all better invite me because I want to go. I like weddings. Girl, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Oh, girl, I'm not. Child, what is this 3 of Cups? What are we celebrating? Child, I'm sick of... Okay, I'm back. Bam, business. Down to business, okay? Expect to have an amazing boost. Remember, we just got done talking about, like, some of you are manifesting. Where's our card at? Manifesting home-based businesses, becoming entrepreneurs, okay? I let them go, but they... Child, look, don't get me started on here, because y'all know... Let me read this card, because y'all know... we should get real over here, okay? Executive positions, period. You better be the CEO of your life, okay? You are the CEO of your life. You are management. Because you was like, you know they a liar, so what you meant? Girl, I'm done with you. Elevate your awareness and think bigger. Told y'all we're not playing small none for the rest of 2022 or 2023 either, okay? Remember, this is about expanding your imagination, y'all. I want you to think as big as possible. I don't care how far-fetched it seems. I don't care how magical, how fantastical, how unreal it seems. I want you to dream as big as possible. Your imagination, oh, come on, Spirit. Your imagination is the one thing people want to suppress, because when you become imaginative, you become unstoppable. Come on, Spirit, that was nice. I like that one, right? When you learn how to dream, you become unstoppable. I got a chill on that when I said that, y'all. So remember, we talked about suppression. The devil doesn't want you to dream, because when you start to dream, you start to see yourself having even more and being even better and bossing up and having the perfect relationship and and being the CEO in your life, and you start finding things to celebrate. So remember, we talked about the enemy can come from anywhere. You can be your own enemy. So this is this. If you want to start that business, then damn it, start it today. What is stopping you? Hashtag BSE, blank slate energy. Okay? When you begin to dream, y'all, when you begin to dream, that's when your life will change. And a lot of times we get so weighed down by the responsibilities of the world. We put ourselves on the back burner because we start we have relationships. Some of us, if you're like, you may be a parent, right? So you had to put your dreams of owning this business or going to nursing school or becoming a mechanical engineer. You had to put those things on the back burner. And Spirit is saying, no, this is the time to put those things back on the front burner. Whatever this business is for you, if you want to start a clothing line, if you want to start a podcast, I don't care what you want to do. I just want you to do it. Okay. And y'all, I kid you not, it's a fantastic thing, because we want to work with others. We want to collaborate. But understand that a lot of your journey, especially if you're getting ready to go into business, right? As you're becoming an entrepreneur and learning to become a business owner, a business person, you're going to teach yourself so many things along the way. And as you start to learn things, you're going to start to attract these people, right, who see your who can understand your vision. It's not that they gonna see your vision, but they can understand and support it. That's the thing. This is the people that we want to attract. Not these unreliable ass people back here that you dealt with in the past. We're bringing in high vibrational, good energy, positivity, people who want to grow. Let me tell you something. Oh, come on, Spirit. Look, I felt this in my spirituals. Y'all, y'all, your family and your friends will keep you the fuck stuck. Excuse my language, but yes. And I hope, don't ban me because I said a cuss word, but I'm just saying, okay? They will keep you stuck. And it's because if they don't see potential in themselves, they're not going to see potential in you. So be mindful of the company you keep. Be mindful of the company you keep. You wondering why? Maybe one, because true story, you can be in a relationship with someone that you know is toxic as hell. And then you have a brief separation from this person. And then guess what? Your money just boom. You booming. All of a sudden you booking high ticket clientele. You got job offers and opportunities coming in left and right. And it's because maybe you took that little hermit mode, that little hiatus. You let some people walk away, right? And then you realize, y'all, you have to start looking at the cycles and seasons in your own life, y'all. It's like, look, you'll be on right here. Good fortune, good friendships, and maybe you took some time to yourself just to get your energy right. Like, man, my vibe off, something wrong, I don't feel good. Let me detach for a second. And then you detach. And then all of a sudden, child, your energy up. That's because it's energy vampires. They've been feeding off your energy. They love your light. Yes, they love it. They love it because it sustains them. And yes, y'all, this is spiritual warfare. This is a real thing. People will take your light. The more that you give, the more they will take. Okay? So then you say, you know what? I'm a not hang around with JoJo Nim and Boo Boo the Fool them for a minute, and you back up for a second, and maybe you give yourself, it could be like a week, and all of a sudden, child, you got energy, you want to get up and go to the gym, you bouncing, you in here dancing with the ancestors and stuff. I'm telling you, people will manipulate the energy and take yours from you. So be mindful. Pay attention to the cycles in your life. When you disconnect and detach from certain things, people, places, and things, notice the shift that happens in your life. Notice how you feel better. You have more charisma, like things are now magnetic, but then you go back around them and all of a sudden now you feel bad, you lazy, you tired, you back to drinking. Remember we talked about detoxify, drinking, smoking. You're doing the same things. Those are low vibrational. Ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all. I'll drink a glass of wine every now and then. Herbals, okay? Even herbals, all right? Even that can drop your vibration, y'all. So you got to pay attention to the people, places, things that you're surrounding yourself with, and also even certain foods that you eat, the things that you're consuming, even like social media, spending too much time on social media. All of these things, y'all, affect your vibration, and it can also affect your business. So keep that in mind, okay? Pay attention, and you'll start to see when you have those people who are negative all the time. Like, that negativity is draining, okay? That negativity is draining. So, y'all, didn't look. Media at the bottom of the deck. Some of y'all need to do a social media detox, okay? Telling you, you want to improve your business, you want to feel better, you want to have more clarity. Some of you take a social media fast. It works, y'all, like for real. I don't spend a lot of time on social media. I be on and off. I'll go on there, I'm posting stuff, responding stuff, I'm off. I don't spend a lot of time on social media because it's mindful of the stuff that you're ingesting through all of your portals, whether it's your mouth, whether it's your ears, whether it's for women, whether it's your hoochie cooch, okay? Portals, y'all, portals, okay? And what else? All right. Child, I think that's all I had to say about that. Okay, let's get some final words of guidance. Because, y'all, we've been on here an hour and 40 minutes, Lord. But I had some things to say. I was just saying I'm logging off Facebook. Child, look. I thought I wanted to clarify this 2 times. But, child, look, this reading already long as hell. I started at 6 o'clock. Okay, here we go. Final words of guidance, y'all. Final words of guidance for this full moon in Taurus. I don't think I can say nothing else. It's good, though. All right. First one. Here we go. Come on, spirit. Look, I told you, you better believe in magic and be the magic, too. Okay? Believe in magic and believe in magic, too. You have the power now. You. Not your mama, daddy, sister, brother, everybody, amen. You have the magic. You are the magic. And I won't drop that in the chat. I am the magic, okay? You have the power now. Not tomorrow. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. Y'all, we showed up as the magician. Can we talk about synchronicities? We showed up as the magician in this reading. So you have to understand, I told y'all, people don't want to see you come out the box. People don't want to see you live up to your fullest potential because they know, oh, come on, Spirit. They know when you do, magic abounds. You are the magic. People don't want to see you become that version of yourself. So that's why I challenge you to be the magician, be the magic in your life. Okay? Telling you, look, tell y'all, can't make it up. Come on, Spirit. See, that's why I love it here. I am the magic. Period. I am the magic. I want y'all saying that to yourself every single day. I am the magic. Today is going to be a magical day for me, and amazing and great things are going to happen for me. Every day, I want you to speak that affirmation into your life, y'all, and it will change your life. Okay? All right. What else, Spirit? What else? Hey, Sensible. I need to hear you listen to Early Morning. What's that? What you mean, babe? All right, here we go. Renewal. Let's go. Okay, the rebirth is here. You need to take time. Hold on. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and a breakthrough. Telling you, told y'all, this is that test of faith that came up with the 6 of Swords. It's like, nah, we know about facts and data and all that good stuff, but our Father who art in heaven told me that I was going to have a breakthrough, so I want you to know that you're going to have it. Okay? Having faith, having faith. A lot of you may be going through a renewal period, right? And it's a little challenging, but no, your comeback's going to be so strong. Come on, Spirit. I felt that in my spirituals. I need to hear. You know what? Let me say this, Miss Nadia Nim. I've been thinking about it. I have been on in the morning before. Oh, thank you, honey. I have been on in the mornings before, but right now I don't know if that's what I'm going to do or not. I have been on in the mornings. All right, here we go. Short term is the next card that we have to come out. This says, look at the fireworks. Look at the sparks. Look at the passion. Thank you, honey. Look at the passion. Hey, Grandma Titi. This position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. We already know about that. Y'all, problems are temporary, okay? Everything that you're going through is temporary, even if it's good. Guess what? The good only lasts as long as you allow it to. But even if you have like a victory, a win, which I feel like is coming in, just know that that win is just going to lead to another one. So even a victory is short term. You just go on and create the next one. Okay. But you are the spark. You are the magic. Last one, spirits. That's it. We have strategy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach. Okay, they want one more. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. I feel like some of you, I want you to invest in yourselves, invest in education, invest in learning what you need to know, especially if you're trying to open up a business, y'all. And let me tell you something. It's not the easiest thing. It's a process, okay? It is a process. So just make sure that you are taking things one step at a time. We all just got to keep going one step at a time, okay? One step, one step. Learn what you need to know. Get your LLC. Make sure that you're learning, because that, y'all, that's the key to success. You have to keep investing in yourselves. One thing I have learned from the millionaires and billionaires that I have been honored to mentor up under is you have to keep investing in yourselves. You have to keep learning. You have to keep educating. You do not want to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room, because you should always be trying to learn and get more information, because you cannot be or have what you don't know and learn about, if that makes sense. I had to go study people with money. Grant Cardone. I've had like mentors. You have to have mentors. He was my first mentor, right? And so it's like, but that's how I learned about money and the principles of money and how to start. Everyone has a specific niche. Les Brown, he's a motivational speaker. I studied up under him, right? So it's like you learn from different mentors, different people. So find your niche, find your person, and then like figure out a way to connect, okay? Even if it's tarot, right? If you watch, like you watching me watch tarot, and you want to know about tarot. A lot of times, y'all, how do you think I learned tarot? I studied it. I studied people like Nicholas Ashbaugh and Menopon Tarot. Like, I studied people who read tarot. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn from someone, because you're just not going to know. Okay, they said one more. What y'all, well, what is this? Okay, expression. Oh, they said, because they said they want y'all to write some intentions. Look, starting from scratch, Naya. Expression. Put the pen to paper, y'all. Some of y'all are writers. Y'all need to get that out, okay? You need work that lets you express your creative self. Remember we talked about the 9 to 5, and y'all, we're limited. One thing certain, two things for sure. The reason I could never go back to a 9 to 5 job. Come on, 111. We're going to pull some angel numbers, and then I'm done, y'all. The reason I could never go back to a 9 to 5 is because this is where I'm creative. This is where I don't have to try to hide that I'm country as hell and I'm from Mobile, Alabama. Okay? I don't care, because I don't care. I am me authentically, period. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care. You ain't got to watch me. Click, slide, swipe, block, mute, delete. I don't care what you do. It's not going to stop me from showing up, right? So I want y'all to adopt that attitude. And it's hard because we all want, we want validation. I'm a Leo, y'all. We like to strut, and we had Team Leo, right? But you have to, that's confidence. But I wasn't always that way. I used to be in my Aquarius South Node where I would just go with the flow and kind of blend in. I'm not on that type of time. My 9 to 5 jobs, I had to blend in. I had to turn on my professional customer service voice. Okay, when I was a nurse, even in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't got time to be doing that. Okay, I want to talk my slang. I'm country. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not hiding myself for anyone. Take me as I am, or don't take me. And I'm okay with that, because for everyone who doesn't, there's someone who does. Make sense? So don't be afraid to express yourself. Hope they help somebody. You could do well at writing, at blogging, or a career in communication. All right? Y'all set some intentions today. Now, we're going to pull some angel numbers. Bottom of the deck, I ain't looked at this since we... Okay, number 2, I am diplomatic. High Priestess energy that is coming through. Let's get an angel number out here for this full moon in Taurus. And then that's it, y'all. That's it. Y'all know I'm long-winded. Child, I had to get this out here. I didn't know how I was going to do this reading until they told me just do it this way. So, y'all got to show up and be you. I can't take it. Thank you, honey wunny. All right, number 1. Told you, be brave. Number 77. Okay, be brave, y'all. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's hard, but you can do it. It is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Told y'all, devil energy, detoxify. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. Okay? We have number 31. I am disciplined. We're not talking y'all about being disciplined. Make sure you're getting stuff done. Come through, spirit. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Capricorn energy coming through again. Death card energy. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. Okay? Last one. Child, who's that? The cat's in there? All right, y'all, here we go. That's it. I'm done. Number 66. I am positive. Told y'all, purposefully, big pimping, baby. Purposefully and intentionally maintaining positivity. Big pimping, okay? Your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. Stay positive, y'all. You got this, okay? Just gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Okay, I'm back. That's it. That's all I got. And I hope this was helpful for y'all. This was a beautiful full moon reading. I like this. I hope I'm able to download it and put it on my YouTube channel. But if not, thank y'all for tapping in. For everyone who was here, okay, we gonna pray. If not, then it is what it is. I'm not mad about it, because we got the word that we needed to have. Oh, thank you, honey wunny. You are welcome. You are welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for everyone who subscribed. Oh my gosh, y'all. Thank y'all for all the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I heart y'all. Yes, go do your homework, y'all. Listen, I will be here tomorrow so we can do the weekly collective, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll get our midweek collective check-in, see how we're doing. It won't be so specific to abundance. We'll just see what we got going on. Okay? Y'all, hydrate your soul and things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Thank you, honey wunny. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all so much for the likes, shares, comments. Thank you. I love y'all in real life. All right, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Deuces. Bye, y'all. Man, this was so dope. Look, Shadow over there and went to sleep. Child, y'all know, look, I'm lit now. I got to go hydrate my